What is poppin', people? We are back at it once again. We got round 2 of the 3v3. This is table C. So this is going to be part 2 of the round 2 of the 3v3. It was a 3-person per team event. Did have to win the best of 3 in order to get a point for your team. And the best of 3 are the best of 3. Got Gaogamon in the back and a blue Memboost picking up the Zudo, as we're going to see Pulsemon. Team PGSC facing off the Bolton crew. We've already seen Mirage on the table 4, making short work of their opponent, looking to try and do the same again. If you haven't seen part 1, that will be linked in the cards, or at the very least in the end table. And it looks like we're going to see a very quick push out there, as we're going to see the Zudomon just to answer the body, and then a Mirage to get the free sec burn, and gets to play low to the ground, because there's a lot of card draw that the Pulsemon deck actually can get away with. So we're just going to see the swing in, does hit the Hacker Judge, so no more mem choking, and now this training, instead of costing... costing 2, instead costs 4. So we're gonna gain from going under with the pulse, and then we're actually just gonna be able to go for the Kazuchi in order to get that sec minus in order to slow down the Mirage, which is actually pretty neat. And we're gonna get a heal, and then we get to swing over a Digimon, so it's gonna get overflow 3, and then we get to burn a security in order to go run them hands once more. We do have 3 security now, which means the Pulsemon can come down for the cheeky choke. And that is going to be putting our Mirage player on just 1 memory. Going over to 2, but again, 4-cost champion Evo. Very yucky. Over comes the Hacker Judge. Again, boosting up our memory, so we're going to be swinging in, and he's going to hit in. Again, he's going to do half the work for himself. Swings in, and we have Barrier, so he does need to keep this Kazuchimon alive. That said, though, it just means that the Mirage really does not have to do much in order to try and get rid of him. So ideally, we're going to see some sort of recovery at the end of this to just try and keep him kind of honest. The extra check was pretty important, kind of detrimental. And let's say we're going to swing in once more. Hitting the mem set is kind of giga awful. You do hate to see that. You do got to wonder if maybe he could have just tried to hold off to try and set up like lethal, but I mean, he's on near guaranteed lethal right now. The problem is just that the Thomas does come through. We'll see a recovery to put him back up to 2, but with 3 memory, it allows him to training for 1 into the Zudo Ace. And we are going to see Strip to bounce the Bulkmon, but this does mean that the Mirage isn't going to be bouncing a security. It does just bounce the 5, so getting to play defensively there by going as wide as he did. Unfortunately, that's going to be the full commitment because the Thomas does pop out and gets the burst, so we're just going to get rid of the enough cards that's going to put him back down, swing and suspend, play out the Thomas, make them both draw 1, then swing and snatch.
Matrix Digivolution.
What's poppin', tamers? We're back with player ammo once again. A bunch of people ask me why I drink player ammo, and it's because they sponsor me. Duh. Jokes aside, I actually was drinking player ammo before all of that, because I actually don't have much of a sweet tooth, and I find a lot of energy drinks to be too sweet, especially a lot of the powder brands. But the no sugar approach for player ammo and their focus on more tart, like sour flavors, really suits my palate. The fruit punch is really just fruity and packs a nice kick. The blue raspberry is really, really nice as well, nice and sour, kind of like when you get those slushies. If you want something a little bit on the sweeter side, there's the strawberry lemonade, which is more strawberry than it is lemonade. And they do have the lemon flavors as well. And I can tell you for a fact that the new black cherry flavor goes foolish. Yeah, the way I mix mine is by getting the dry powder in and then getting a little bit of water in and just mixing it around to try and make a slurry. Then I add up to half the bottle and shake it a baby. Whilst they are getting shuffled up, I do want to say a big old thank you to everyone that has been supporting the channel. At our mega tier, we do have Just Justice Josh, who is an ultimate here on YouTube, as well as a tier 3 on Twitch. Then for the rest of our ultimates, we do have the Tommy NT, Tommy Tricks on the Sticks, 3 Strike Rule, and Bradley Rob. Then for the champions, we do have Shinny Carry, Coffee Deus, DHM, Solo Ouroboros, King of Knights, Andy Fing, Squid Eater, Benji Gibber, Thomas Yates, and Kenneth Smith. Hoping to get some more podcast content for you guys shortly. I'm going to see Pulsemon going first, and they're going to get that surge down as soon as they can. Load up the one in the back, and then the Pulsemon. See if that start of main rookie is going to be getting out a Tamer. Unless we're going to see a search. He's going to pick up the Gaogamon and trash off the rest. As a reminder, it's a trash off that Gaomon. Although it's basically the same as getting bottom deck. Down comes the Thomas, this time not out of security. And it looks like we're missing the Leon. But the Bulkmon at least is able to shrink and play for board. So we can just go full 5. We're actually going to go up this way, which I'm not as huge a fan of, just in case the Zudo came down, but it looks like we're just going to go for the load choke instead. Was memory efficient the way he did it, and now we're just going to go for the Leon. I'm kind of surprised we didn't see one swing, but I guess it's because 3 memory and a training does mean that you could just go straight into the Zudo in order to get it. Ooh, strip out and then attempts to bounce. But yeah, just burns the security to prevent itself from leaving. Very clean. In comes the Leon, so we are going to gain the extra memory, go up to 5. Then down comes the Gaogamon. Can we clear from here? I don't know if we can clear from here. We are going to see the Kazuchi come down. That's going to be the suspend, the minus, and then we will swing. End of turn, we're going to bring it out. And then we are going to get the deletion, which is going to bring it back. Going to swing in no barrier, interestingly enough. Oh, but the security is minus enough that we're actually big, so we don't have to do it. Now we're going to go under with a Hacker Judge. Do you go into the Shroudmon here? Ooh, just going to go for the Leon and pass. Interesting. I'm kind of surprised we didn't see the Leon go underneath the Kazuchi to try and get barrier. We're going to strip out the 2 and then again bounce security in order to prevent it from leaving. It is once per turn though, which allows it to stick around. Yes, you lost the security, but it does mean it goes back to hand, so you get to be a little bit more violent with it. It's sec -1, but again, down comes burst mode, and you gotta wonder if this is enough. We're gonna get the draw 1 off of the Thomas hitting the field, and we're just gonna play the Gaogamon, so it looks like we don't have it. End of turn, we're gonna go and turn back into the Tax Wolf, and this is pretty rough. He has to keep his hand low enough, but he also has to, in some way, commit to boards so he can kill the Gaogamon. We're going to get the pop, but unfortunately no Digivolve, which would have been pretty nice. Pulsemon doesn't have any Source Strip yet, which is unfortunate. I guess it threatens an ace, but I mean, only if you don't just get double Mirage coming down. So this is going to be swinging in with the jamming, does hit HPD, and that is going to be it cleaning up. Mirage doing what it does, bullying every single deck that it runs into. We are going to say a quick thank you to our rookies and DigiX before we do sign off. But before you head out of here, if you're not sticking around for the roll call, I just want to say make sure to go check out Table A's game so you can find out the results of this match. I can let you know that the middle table was Table B was won by PGSC's player, so take that into account as you figure out which of these 2 teams are going to be coming away with the victory. But thank you to our rookies, Greatness Beam, Ryan Balfi, Bonsai Beard, and Turtle Sovereign, and then for our DigiX, DigimonTCG, John Esposito, Rose Pierce, Christian Royal, Solon Descends, Yuxo, Evan Turner, Onyx Arlen, Walter Caceres, and King Toro. Thank you all, everyone. Appreciate all the support that you have been giving us. Make sure to stick around for the next video, and as always, have yourselves a damn good one.